Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. New Steel Division 2 cast for you today. Steel Division 2 League Season 2, we're in the playoffs, we're in the semi-finals. It's Kato Megumi.ZZ versus Gonzo, and it is the third match in this best of three, the decider between the two players. Kato won the first game, Gonzo won the second game. I guess I've spoiled that result if you didn't see them. Make sure you go back though and watch the games, because even knowing the result, both of them are worth watching. Right, I mean the matchup we have in front of us, Kato Megumi.ZZ, he's on Vanguard income once again, and he's playing the 44th Guard Strelkovi, considered a top tier S tier division by Gonzo, I think. Gonzo, I mean that may have changed. That was when we did the tier list, but that may have changed more recently. Gonzo playing the 184th Strelkovi, 184th Strelkovi, flatline income. So I mean that's Nilla's division of choice. So it'd be interesting to see whether Gonzo plays it the same way. I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's have a look at Kato Megumi.ZZ's deck. He's playing that 44th Guard Strelkovi on Vanguard. So opted for the same income as in the last game. And again, only one C-Phase card. This time it's the Guardia DP on the infantry tab in C-Phase. So I'm expecting pretty much exactly the same kind of rush from Kato as he did last time. What have we got in the deck? Let's see. We've got those Tanko Desanikis in A phase. We've got the Aftermachiki in B phase, and then a whole lot of Guardia, really. We've got lots of T-3485s, 4 in A and 12 in B. Up against 184th, those T-3485s will, you know, I think they will control the battlefield really easily, but this is Zal. There's a lot of opportunities for AT guns to hide in forests. So we'll see how that works. The Tu-2Ss, Nilla loves those planes, and certainly they're looking like a lot better than I used to consider them. AA, Kato's got a lot more AA in now, so maybe he altered his deck a little bit, because Gonzo has, I think, been hurting him from the skies. And then he has the IL-2Ms, the anti-tank rocket planes, 4 of them in B phase. Let's have a look at Gonzo's deck and see what those IL-2Ms are probably going to be aiming at. Well, it's probably going to be those Valentine 9s, because there's 16 of them in B phase. But I guess, yeah, I guess that's fair enough. I'm kind of wondering, I think only one card of the IL-2Ms would be enough. I mean, those T-3485s will be able to take out those Valentines, you know, decently. All the AT guns will be able to penetrate them decently, so I don't see why he needs so many IL-2Ms to do that. There are the ISU-122s. They will be a bit more difficult to take out, but like I said, this is Zao. There's plenty of opportunities to sneak up infantry, or even, you know, AT guns into these pockets of forests, so yeah, I think he could have saved a card of those IL-2M rocket planes and reallocated them to a different use. Looks like Gonzo has the same card in there, IL-2M3, 2 of them in B phase. He's going to need them to take out the T-3485s. The Valentine Mark 9s, I think they can do that job. The ISUs definitely can, for sure. Infantry-wise, it's a fairly similar lineup. A few more Aftermachikis in here. I think they're going to dominate the forest engagements. Yeah, definitely 3 cards of Aftermachikis. So 1 card of Aftermachikis in A with a card of Tanko Desanikis, and then 2 cards in B phase. So I think Gonzo's definitely put those Aftermachikis in, purposely for this map. The card of Sapari as well. I think Gonzo, with all of that CQC infantry, is going to have a good time on this map. If I was to evaluate the two decks, I feel like that CQC infantry is pretty key. And then look at his planes. He's got that IL-2M3 napalm bomber in A and then 2 of them in B. I definitely think he's altered his deck for this map. And I think maybe Kato quite hasn't done the same kind of preparation that Gonzo has. That's how I see it. I mean, you might see it slightly differently, but that's where I'm at. So we're just waiting for the two players to start the game, and I'm just going to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching all of these casts so far. Hopefully you're loving them. I really enjoy doing them, so thanks very much for watching. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and like the videos if you do as well. So let's just recap. Kato Megumi on the left hand side in blue, playing the 44th Guard Strelkovi on Vanguard income. Looks like he's going kind of strong up north, but it's not exactly a flag that he's aiming for. Very strange decision, I think. Gonzo on the right hand side in red, playing the 184th Strelkovi on flatline income. He's going pretty heavy in the middle. I think Gonzo's making the better start here, if I'm honest. If he can control that middle ground, it's going to be pretty tough for Kato to get up there. There is an M42 gun that's unloaded on this road. He's going to hit some of this infantry heading in here. Oh, big engagement up in the north. Ognamachiki is coming in the jeeps. And Kato overwhelms Gonzo. He has a couple of after Machiki behind, though. As long as I think those after Machiki will survive feeling unmatched. I think Gonzo will. Oh no, but the Guardias are coming in now as well. Maybe Kato will win that engagement. I'm very surprised by his decision to head into this position here. I mean, he's coming in unopposed. I'm kind of surprised he's not maybe trying to push on a little bit further and see where he can get to. Let's have a look at this northern side. This is quite a big battle here. Can the after Machiki survive? I think they'll survive against the Ognamachiki, that's what it looks like. But there are a number of Guardia coming in now. And Gonzo's going to need to rush some reinforcements into the northern side. I hope Kato takes note of this front line and realises there's nothing here from Gonzo, because he should be pushing forwards from this position. Yeah, he is now doing that. And he's kind of trading the centre, though, for that position in the north. Will it work for him? Oh, look at his south, though. He is so open in the south. I don't know whether units have gone down here. We didn't really concentrate too much. He is really open in this south. The after Machikis are going to go down. They're putting up a very big fight, though. But they are going to go down now. And oh, Gonzo's pushing forwards with the M2A1s. Can he capitalise? Can he capitalise? Both players kind of deciding to avoid each other. Almost trying to play a pacifist SD2 game right now. Down in the southern side, though, Gonzo's making a strong push. The Guardia aren't going to stay there much longer. And Kato's not got any reinforcements coming in yet. Gonzo's going to fully secure this southern flank. That's going to be hard for Kato to push back up this hill. And I don't think he's exploited the north as much as Gonzo's exploiting the south right now. Although if this Strelky unit go down and the M42 gun and he hems Gonzo back to this river, well, maybe he has. And look at the front line. Can you just rush a unit down here as well and really look to, maybe even if you push a unit in here, a tank, just cut off the reinforcements quickly. You know, the same, if you can push 2 tanks, one up here. In fact, can he do, look, he can do them both at the same time, just in there. Oh, it looks like he is now going to be engaging the forest with the Tanko de Sanikes. But Gonzo has Tankos of his own. Just look at this front line. It's incredible right now. Gonzo has a 15-9, but it's a very loose 15-9. These M2A1 half-tracks are holding 3 flags, so that will disappear eventually. Oh, Kato is... Oh, God, there's a Guardia DP coming in here. It's nowhere near enough. Oh, the Jeep KAO nearly gets taken out. I think Gonzo's searching for it. If he can take that unit out after only 1 off-map, and not an incredibly good off-map at that, that would be a big kill, but I think it is just going to get out of the way. Kato's rushing back a T-34-76. Gonzo's not going to get that position. He's reinforcing the north. M5's come in here with the M3S Comrotti. I love those tanks. They're not you know, great tanks, but I just love them. I want to look at the model, but I also don't want to miss the action. And we may dip into the model when we get the opportunity. It looks like the M5s are going to defeat the Guardia. Let's just have a look. Oh yeah, it's just lovely tanks. Tanks of a bygone age. Beautiful. Beautiful. M3 Lees / M3 Grants, depending on what side of the pond you are at. Ooh, one of the Strokies go down in the transports. The T-34-76 got a nice ambushing position. There's a sniper here as well that can hit anything coming across that bridge. Well, Gonzo has got units across this bridge, and that's pretty, you know, it's good that he's got those units into position. Wow, Kato's managed to kind of surround Gonzo's central units here. It's back to a 12-12. Gonzo should lose this flag fairly easily, or Kato should take it back fairly easily. So Kato's got the upper hand here, probably with a 13-11, but then there's a weak defense here. So yeah, it's still even Stevens. It's still 12-12 right now. In fact, I definitely think Gonzo's got the advantage securing this southern side. He's got a much more secure position than Kato has. At least Gonzo's coming back with a lot of troops right now. I mean, it's not guaranteed that Gonzo can win back this position, but at least he has the troops in. All of the tanks have gone down. Turret stuck T-34-85 Comrotti's not in the best position either. And Gonzo's got a... Yeah, it's just who reacts the best right now. Who's going to react the best? But Gonzo has the income advantage, the long game income advantage. I mean, it's not a great income advantage, Flatline, compared to Vanguard, but it is still a long game income advantage. Kato's going to want to be pushing hard early game, and at the moment he's on the back end of a 13-11. He's not going to be happy with that. A wave of Guardia coming into that centre, followed by some Sapere. He's trying to take this compound here. Gonzo has only... Oh, it's 2 squads of Ognomachiki, 1 squad of Tanko de Saniki. The M42 gun is going to shoot anything coming forwards, but... Oh, in comes the IL-2 M3 Napalm Bomber. Let's watch this one come in. Down goes the Napalm. And down goes the infantry units. Oh, Gonzo's finally found the Guardia defending this position. Takes up a very nice hold. Has an M42 gun on the way. And that's going to really, if it can get into this kind of position here, that's going to really hurt Kato's reinforcement road. Massively, massively. I'm really surprised Kato, he's just almost given up on this southern side. I think he's just given up on it. He's pressing the north. He has surrounded Gonzo's troops. Gonzo will eventually lose the territory, but I think he's going to reconnect because the Guardia are going to go down to the 2 squads of Strelki. So Gonzo will eventually reconnect the territory. Looks like Kato's pushing by with Guardia, and if these units go down, there's a lot of territory that could be captured by Kato, but he is giving up the equivalent ground in the south, remember. Oh, finally it looks like he's trying to push back. We have an off-map going to come down. But he has no infantry to push back in. I think it's just a holding pattern with some off-map to kind of delay Gonzo, give him something to think about, maybe push some reinforcements in that aren't going to be that useful. So, Gonzo pushing around the M3, I think to try and defend his southern flank. He realises, or his southern central flank, realises he's a little bit weak here. Yeah, he'll now push it forwards, I think, to try and counter these M2A1s. Has retaken the north. That's a big strike to Kato's early forces. Kato put so much into this northern position and all of it's gone down. So, yeah, Gonzo decisive in the south. He's retaken the north and he's looking in a commanding position, 14-10 up as we head into B phase. And from this point onwards, Gonzo has an income advantage minute by minute. So like I said earlier, Gonzo's going to be very happy with his performance at the start of this game. Kato is not going to be happy right now. I think we're going to see a repeat of the previous game where Kato starts sending wave after wave of infantry at Gonzo, just trying to make something stick. The T-34-76 is going to... Oof, there's an ISU-122 there. I was concentrating on the M3S, but this ISU is going to be a massive blow to Kato's central southern push here. I mean, where's Gonzo going to put it? He's just going to put it on the road. Yeah, I would kind of probably put it in the forest, light forest, at least give it some cover. And but Gonzo's just going to concentrate on holding this road. Ooh, no, reallocated. They were about to head into this forest. He's reallocating it. You can see the Strelky DP needs some help. And the Aftermichiki should hold as long as he keeps it, you know, a bit further back than those Strelky DP. So he's slowly pushing Kato back in the north. The sniper's gone down. One of the M42 guns gone down. There is another one in here waiting to unload. Some Guardias are coming in to try and reinforce the position, but honestly I think Gonzo's got the much better strength here. If this T-34-85 can take down the tanks, yes, but the infantry is just better from Gonzo right now. Gonzo has the 1311. Kato's taken back some territory, but it's definitely looking like Gonzo's in a very strong position right now. 11 minutes into this game, 12 minutes into this game, Gonzo's looking in a very strong position. No doubt about it. In comes the IL-2M3 cluster napalm bomber. Look at that beautiful skin. Oh, it's going to hit. It's going to hit these Guardia in the forest. Oh, napalm into the forest. Decimating the units in his path. Oh, the IL-2M comes in there. Tries a strike on the ISU. Oh, a second IL-2M3 coming in here. Oh, God. Another set of units are about to go down. Oh, two more Guardias about to be destroyed. At least one of them survives, but they're in the middle of a field of napalm right now, desperately trying to escape the flames. Oh, another one goes down. And finally manage it out of the path of fire. Gonzo's central position, like I said, it's been surrounded, but in this kind of forest area, he is going to still dominate the ground. So, although Kato surrounded it, if he pushes units in there, they are going to die. So the best Kato could do is just try and ignore that position, if I'm honest. But, you know, Kato can't see what I can see. So, you know, I have the advantage here. I can cast like this all I want, but I've got the advantage of seeing all the units. Wow, a lot of M5s, I think, pushing forwards. One of them gets taken out by the T-34-85. There is an ISU-152 in the back. That only has the HE, but I think that HE cannon can definitely take out these tanks for sure. Yeah, there goes one. There goes one. Oh, but the ISU goes down in reply. Just here. So, yeah. Yeah, indeed. The ISU 122 down here in the south, still making do. Ooh, nice job by Kato. He has pushed back into this position. Another double ISU coming in. IL2M, I think he's going to... No, yeah, Kato just had it on the wrong path. He brought it down here. This is where it tried to turn, but the turning circle was too tight. It couldn't turn. It was going to kind of miss its target, so he had to double back around, but it does actually get on target. Gonzo didn't spot it. Misses the target. Suspense for nothing. But Kato's pushed in here just at the right time, because if these ISUs would have got onto the top of this kind of hill, that would have been really difficult for Kato to take out. So we're back to a 12-12, and I said earlier that Gonzo is in a commanding position, but we are in a 12-12. So was I correct? Oh, another double IL2M. Oh, this pathing's not... Oh, he's ordered it earlier. Okay, so that's good. Oh, but look at this IL2M3 coming in. Oh, the rocket planes do take out one of the ISUs, but watch this damage about to come down. Oh, 2 squads. It just misses the third. 2 squads deleted from existence. Ouch. And it looks like Gonzo's going to hold the position. That's what it looks like. Oh, the M42 gun is spotted. Or it does fire. But the ISU is going to take it out, I'm sure of it. Another shot and that M42 gun's going down. I mean, it's got such an advantage in fire rate. Oh, it gets the shooter knockout. Perfect. It can't penetrate at that range. It can't penetrate. It's got no APCR left. In fact, the APCR aren't even turned on. Yeah, Kato needs to turn on those APCR shells, because the AP shell 75mm. It's going to take another shot, but the ISU will kill it. The M42 gun is going to have to do some kind of mammoth lucky shot to get the kill. There is an IL2 M3 coming up north, going to not take out the T-34-T5. But finally that unit will go down. There it goes, yeah. It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. Xenon 37 is going to come in. Oh, as well as an 85. Going to give Kato something to worry about. Gonzo back to a 14-10. We're 17 minutes in. He's got 20 minutes left to hold the clock. These Sapri pushing forwards. Kato is keeping them at distance, so we'll be able to fire at that 100, well, over the 100-meter range. Gonzo microing back those Tanko Disanikis, just inviting Kato to fire, to push forwards. As soon as those Sapri push into 100-meter range, the Tankos are going to destroy them. Oh, okay, no, he's just going to use the IL-2M3. Why not? Oh, it misses! I tell you what, we've seen Nilla play the 184th, unless I'm getting something major mistaken. We've seen Nilla play the 184th, and why does he not take those IL-2M3s? They are battering Kato's infantry forces at the moment. Really are, and if Nilla's watching this, I'd be interested whether he puts those in his deck, because I can't see why he wouldn't. Genuinely, I can't see why he wouldn't. So Kato once again trying to push back up the hill. Will he succeed? Tough to call. It's tough to call. I think with these reinforcing Guardias coming up, oh, there's another IL-2M3 coming in. Kato needs to get some... Oh, but he's down. He needs to get some AA in ASAP. Oh, did that retarget it? He's aiming at the... wow, he's aiming at the Su-76 MPT. That's kind of a surprise. And also in comes the IL-2Ms. Oh, he got the kill! They are open top, aren't they? Oh, they're open top. He does get the kill. Nice play by Gonzo. Down goes one of the IL-2s. I didn't see whether that got a kill, but the ISU is no longer here. So my thought is maybe that's what it was targeting. I don't know whether it went down earlier. The IL-2 did go down on the way back to the Zenart 37mm. But Kato definitely needs some more AA in, but I can understand he's down. He's trying to invest in frontline units right now. He doesn't want to invest in support units. But it's going to be the end of him. Those IL-2M3 cluster planes, they're just going to take down infantry unit after infantry unit. Gonzo re-investing in this southern central position. He's definitely still looking very strong. 13-11 up right now. 17 minutes 55 left for Kato to come back into this game. Ooh, Kato has traded well in this north. Gonzo's units have all gone down. Actually, this could be a very decent attack from this wave of Guardia coming in up north. He has the Su-76 MPTs as well, but they can be taken out by the Zenart 85mm, so he doesn't want to engage directly. Yeah, he does need to deal with this Zenart, especially if Gonzo moves it into that kind of position. Kato's going to risk it, but they also... Oof, down goes one of them. I think the other one's going to go down. Yeah, I was about to say as well, Gonzo could use the AT... Oh, it goes down anyway. The 88mm or the 85mm reigns supreme. Ooh, sneaky little kill from the Guardia there onto the M5. Here come the wave of infantry units. In comes an IL-2M3 trying to target the T-34-85. Kato's lost 2 infantry units already. This is what hurt him in the previous game. Finally does unload those. Ooh, the T-34-85 survives. The Stroker DP will go down to the weight of fire being put down from Kato. I'm kind of surprised Gonzo hasn't microed those back. He's obviously microing elsewhere right now. Ooh, 2 IL-2Ms come down from the north, trying to strike that Zenart 85mm napalm attack. Just take down 2 infantry units, and Gonzo re-establishes control of the southern area and is pushing northwards to the center. Kato has to call off those IL-2Ms. Yeah, I think a bad allocation of units there. He needs some artillery to take down that Zenart 85mm. But like I said earlier, he needs to get back into this game. He's 14-10 down. He has to bring in fighting units. He doesn't want to bring artillery in right now. He needs to bring in like major frontline units. But at the same time, he really needs artillery. It's really hard when you're in this kind of position to claw your way back into this game. You have to take the hit and try and bring in your support units and just take it to the wire. Even if he goes down like less than a minute left, if you can bring in the support units now and take out some of Gonzo's strategic assets, then maybe he could get back into this. But if he just brings in wave after wave of infantry, I think Gonzo's got the supporting units. Those airplanes are just going to constantly harass the infantry of Kato. He has pushed Gonzo out of this position, but it's given Gonzo enough time to rush in 3 strokey DPs. Gonzo still has the flag here, and the 85mm still in place. That 85mm needs to go down because it's just protecting the resupply road. It's just stopping any infantry or reinforcements coming down this road. And it's, there we have a surrender. I could feel it was coming. I think Gonzo was definitely on top. It was expected. Kato, unfortunately, he couldn't get back to winning ways like he did in that first game. But congratulations to Gonzo. 2 wins on Flatline income. Has Gonzo decided that Flatline's the new income for him? Is Flatline the new Vanguard for Gonzo? And he does win the game. He does take himself through to the finals. We're going to see an absolute mammoth matchup. Gonzo versus Nilla. Wow, I am looking forward to that final. And who's going to win? Gonzo and Nilla played each other in the group stages. Gonzo got the 2-0 victory, but I feel like Nilla was a little out of practice. He's had a hell of a lot of games since then. He's on form. He's just beaten Sean, which is something that Gonzo isn't guaranteed to always do. And Nilla definitely has the ability to beat Gonzo and win the Steel Division League Season 2. But Gonzo, he's probably he is the number 2 in the world right now. If he wins against Nilla, you've got to put him back as number 1 in the world. So Gonzo can do it. He's proven it in that group stages. He can beat Nilla. It's going to be one hell of a final. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you subscribe. Do not miss the final. It's going to be cracking. I'm sure of it. But congratulations, Gonzo. Commiserations to Kato. He's going to head into the 3rd place match. He's going to face off against Sean. And facing off against Sean, I mean, that is the hardest. That is one of the hardest games at any time. So hopefully he can prove his mettle and pick up that 3rd place. It's going to be exciting. Gonzo does pick up the victory, trades fantastically well. 2,400 kills to 1,600 losses. A really good win for Gonzo. And will we see a 184th mirror match? Nilla likes his 184th. Will Gonzo play it against Nilla? Wow, that would be one to watch. This IL2M3, fantastic work. 2 Guardia kills and a SU-76 MPT kill. Let's look for the other ones. The ISU it came in and dominated that southern central road. Nothing moved up there once that ISU came in. The other IL2M3 takes out another 2 units of Guardia. The other IL2M3 takes out another 4 units of Guardia. I mean, when you look at it, the IL2M3, it didn't pay itself off. Even taking out 4 units of Guardia, I think it didn't just quite pay itself off. But in terms of the kind of ability it gave Gonzo, it just stopped Kato Megumi.ZZ's infantry pushers in their tracks time after time after time. It didn't need to kill the units, it just stopped them dead. And it did pick up a lot of kills as well. Shanina the sniper did take out the off-map, but I imagine that off-map did use all of its artillery barrages. And then the Xenon 85 mils, just perfect timing towards the end to clear up some of the armoured units on Kato Megumi.ZZ's side. The T-34-76 initially did well for Kato, but I just don't think he could capitalise early on. And remember, the start of this game, Kato gave up the south, and was that a big mistake? I mean, he just invested so little there, didn't reinforce it, and Gonzo just kind of waltzed through, unopposed almost. Kato gambled on making a northern push, and I don't think it paid off for him. I think it was a gamble, and yeah, it didn't pay off. There we have it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. That was the semi-finals done. We're on to the finals next. We've also got the 3rd place match, and yeah, make sure you don't miss either of those games. Subscribe now. I am excited. Thanks very much for watching, games. Guys, I am Angry Bird. I am excited, and I will see you next time.